Hi friends, this is Miss Shree. How are you all doing today? I hope everyone is doing well. Today I'm going to show you a very interesting, easy and a fun science experiment. And the name of the experiment is water density. And we are going to learn that experiment with the help of the following materials. The materials needed for this experiment are three see-through glasses and a cup of salt and three eggs and a mug of water and a spoon. My dear friends, these are the materials we need for this experiment. Friends, the first step for the experiment is fill each glass with water. Make sure to fill same amount of water in all the three glasses. So we filled all the three glasses with the same amount of water. Friends, then take your salt. So we need 4 spoons of salt. We need 4 spoons of salt. 1, 2, sorry my dear friends. So add 4 spoons of water in the second glass. 1, 2, 3, and then comes 4. My dear friends, we are done adding 4 spoons of salt in the second glass and then the third glass. Now with the help of spoon, we are going to stir the water. Why we are stirring the water? Keep it stirring until the salt is dissolved completely, my dear friends. Stir it, stir it, stir it. So now you can see the color of the water is changing. Okay, now I'm going to stir third glass of water. Now you can see the salt is completely dissolving in water. It's because it's a soluble. Salt is a soluble material. Okay, my dear friends. Stir it. Keep stirring it, my dear friends, because this step is very, very important. The salt has to completely dissolve. It will take time, but try to dissolve it completely, my dear friends. Okay, now the salt is dissolved. So the number 1 glass is a plain water. Plain water means what? Fresh water. Okay, my dear friends. Now take 1 egg. 1 egg and put it inside the plain water. I mean the fresh water. Okay, just see. I just added 1 egg in the plain water. Okay, now we are going to put the second egg in the salt water. Let's see, my dear friends, what's going to happen. Look. Look, wait and see, my dear friends. Wait and see. Okay, now I'm going to put the third egg in the third glass of water. Okay. Look, my dear friends, the third glass of water we add 1 egg. It immediately raises to the top, right? And in the second water, in the second glass of water, it's floating in the middle. It didn't sink, or it's not floating. It's only just floating in the middle. Okay, right, my dear friends? Still the salt is dissolving. Okay. So now I am going to add fresh water. Fresh water. Before that, I want to make sure why the egg in the salt water is floating. Let me show it to you very clearly. Why the egg in the salt water is floating? Why the egg in the plain fresh water is not floating? The science behind this too is the egg will float in the salt water. Look, it's floating because the density of the salt water is more than the density of the plain water. Okay, look at the density. The density of the plain water is less. The density of the egg is more. That's why it settled in the bottom. But here the density of the salt water is more compared to the density of the egg. That's why it's floating. But third glass of water, it is not completely sink and it is not completely floating. Now I'm going to show you in front of your eyes. Now I'm going to add more plain water. Okay, my dear friends, let's see what's going to happen. More plain water. Miss Shree is adding more and more plain water. Let's see what happened. Now the egg completely settled in the bottom of the glass. Thank you. I hope to see you all again with a new science experiment in the following week.